Like on most islands, illegal fishing is an issue here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. WIV4 summer intern Annalie Clayton spoke to officials at the Department of Environment and Coastal Resources this morning who addressed the issue.
The Department of Environment and Coastal Resources, DECR, has declared 2008 TCI's Year of the Coral Reef under the slogan, "Achieving the Delicate Balance. Protecting our reefs equals prosperity for our future." But in order to achieve this delicate balance, the DECR first has to overcome some major hurdles, one of which is illegal fishing. Locally, cases of illegal fishing have been steadily declining as many people are taking steps to obtain the necessary licenses, bringing the number of licensed fishermen within the islands to 150. So what are the problems that the DECR is facing with illegal fishing? Conservation Officer Paul Dickinson spoke to us about their two main obstacles.
Some of the problems we have with illegal fishermen here in the Turks and Caicos, majority here in Provo, is foreign nationals. When I say foreign nationals, I use the term that we will have individuals caught along the mangroves fishing out the juveniles, fishing out such as the juvenile snapper or the juvenile crawfish, more like the juvenile lobster. The main problem is, as everyone knows, once you hit the juveniles, that is it for the future. The other main problem that we're facing right now is a lot of approaches along the banks. This year alone, we had a number of reports about approaches along the banks there. And the main problem with the approaches along the bank is now the closed season for the crawfish. And they're just going out there, just taking as many as they can. I mean, I'm going to use the phrase, raping the bank. I'm sorry for saying that, but it's just what they're doing right there. They're just going on there, not giving the locals a chance for when the lobster season comes. When the guys go out there during the lobster season, there isn't any lobster to get because of the approaches already having them wiped out. So that's two of our major problems right now with our fishing.
Officer Dickinson also told us that since the start of this year, 6 poacher vessels have been caught with the captains of these vessels serving sentences of up to 3 years. He is optimistic, however, that the measures that are being put in place will help to reduce cases of illegal fishing even further.
Some of the measures that is being put in place is that we have brochures that we dispute to the hotels, to the working grounds, to the construction sites. We're out there verbally letting everyone know that once you're not a belonger of the Turks and Caicos Island, you need a fishing license.
For WIV4 News, I'm Annalie Clayton.
The DECR also found a new iguana species on the island this past Sunday. Annalie Clayton tells us more.
On Sunday, June 1, the Department of Environmental and Coastal Resources, DECR, received a call about an illegal immigrant of a different nature. This wild Latin American green iguana was found on the porch of a resident in the South Dock area. This species of iguana has never been recorded in the TCI before now, and it is speculated that, like many other new species that are being discovered in the islands in recent times, the green iguana probably was a stowaway on imported trees. In light of this and other such cases in the past, the DECR's representative Marlon Hibbert is asking importers to take special care to prevent any further incidents.
We're appealing to the importers of these items, be they plants, especially soil, stone, that they be inspected at the port of origin before coming here. Plants, for instance, should have what is called a phytosanitary certificate, verifying that all plants being brought into the island are free from pests and diseases, including snakes, any dangerous diseases that may attack native species of plants. So we have to be very, very careful. We know we're limited and we have to import these things, but the checks and balances must be in place.
Mr. Hibbert mentioned other foreign species that have been documented in recent times, including a Brahminy blind snake, a Chilean rose-hair tarantula, as well as other insects. He also reminded us of the pine scale insect, another imported species that since its introduction has brought the TCI's native pine tree to the brink of extinction. As for the green iguana, Mr. Hibbert thinks it might have a chance.
His chances of survival. They are hardy animals, but he would have to live in a very humid atmosphere, meaning a well-vegetated area. Fortunately for us, because of our environment, which is inhospitable to a lot of other tropical animals. For instance, if he's from a tropical forest, these conditions are not good for him. But he could live from small insects. He may survive, but maybe not for too long.
Mr. Hibbert further stressed the fact that unless importers take the necessary steps to limit the number of unwanted species that make it into the island, there will always be a risk that the next one might not be harmless. For WIV4 News, I'm Annalie Clayton.
Thanks, Annalie. Annalie is a fourth-year communication student at the Northern Caribbean University in Jamaica and will be interning here at Channel 4 for 6 weeks. Welcome, Annalie.